Change management and strategic management relations. Introduction. Recently, world organizations have experienced rapid changes in varied spheres of business activities. Managers encounter intricate and challenging pressures and opportunities. The situation has led to a demand for more holistic approaches to business management that create a favorable environment for business activities. The pervasiveness of dynamic technology, market fluctuations, changing customer needs, and prevailing social, economic, political, and societal forces have forced entrepreneurs, scholars, and policymakers to rethink the processes of business management. The term management has become too broad and diverse to define today's business environments. Modern management practices demand processes that involve appropriate human resources, pertinent elements, and levels of administration. Rapid changes in various business aspects around the globe have led to organizational change. To manage change, business leaders have to devise holistic strategies in order to ensure that the course of change continues productively. This paper explores the relationship between change management and strategic management as experienced in contemporary organizational situations. Change management. LEADAS defines change management as the practice of making adjustments in the structure of an organization through premeditated and logical processes in an attempt to harmonize organizational functions. Change management is an internal process that occurs within the boundaries of an organization, regardless of whether the change emanates from the internal or the external business environment. For instance, during the last decade, many companies have undergone the process of change in order to integrate modern technology in attempts to improve production systems. Therefore, change management is entirely a radical process that alters the existing operational stratagems of an organization in order to realize some distinct goals and objectives. Organizations change to seek competitive advantage in competitive markets. Strategic management. Strategic management is a comprehensive process of analyzing internal and external business environments with a view of developing apt strategies and assessment of cross-functional decisions to accomplish organizational goals and objectives. It involves plan coordination and placement of resources according to organizational performance goals. Managers use strategic management to gather relevant information about the prevailing conditions in both internal and external business environments. Strategic management is a two-stage process that comprises strategic planning and strategy implementation. Strategic planning involves the formulation of goals and objectives that relate to the intents of the organization. Strategic planners have to consider crucial factors occurring in the internal and external environments that influence organizational processes. Strategy implementation entails processes that put the strategic goals devised during strategic planning into their respective functions in an organization. At this stage, change management comes into play. Relationship. The processes of change management and strategic management are interrelated and mutually responsive organizational tools that enable the realization of organizational targets. Czech, Calantone, and Griffith reveal that strategic management covers long-term planning that ways of formulation, implementation, and evaluation of organizational goals. Strategic management enables stakeholders to appreciate the importance of conveying information and provision of feedback among the various organizational structures. It creates healthy business interactions as managers use employee, customer, stakeholder, and market responsiveness to determine long-term business goals. Therefore, it prepares an advanced course of action for unseen business uncertainties that may necessitate change management by allocating and aligning appropriate resources with performance goals and objectives. The process of strategic management comprises two distinct stages known as strategic planning and strategy implementation. The author reveals that change management is a crucial tool for the process of strategy implementation. Change management facilitates the implementation of strategic goals as defined in the strategic plan. As defined above, strategic management begins with the formulation of goals, objectives, and the setting of how an organization would battle its competitors in an attempt to seek a competitive advantage. Business managers bear the responsibility of matching long-term goals with the specific short-term goals of both the organization and the employees. According to leaders, the process of strategy implementation involves creating a suitable business environment for the execution of an organizational change management process. Strategy implementation entails the processes that put formulated goals into action. Change management occurs within a strategic management process to amend the prevailing business conditions as organizations seek more efficient business practices. However, the process of change follows some determining procedures that align with the employee and organizational goals. The process of change management provides a framework for the achievement of strategic goals within the stipulated procedures of operation. The authors reveal that the process of strategic management balances the factors within the internal and external business environments that could otherwise hinder the implementation of change. Therefore, there exists a lot of information interchange between the two strategic and change management practices. Strategic management provides business leaders with crucial information pertaining to both internal and external factors that influence change management. The knowledge about external environmental factors such as economic, societal, political, and technological forces has a vital significance in the design of change processes in organizations. Sometimes, human resource managers may also necessitate change within the organization due to internal environmental issues such as the urge to achieve organizational targets, operational costs, turnover rates, and the need to meet market and consumer demands. Change management that emanates from within the organization requires human resource managers to seek knowledge that pertains to employee satisfaction, financial information, market trends, and how these aspects compare with the strategic goals of the organization. In general, strategic management uses feedback to provide human resource managers with adequate knowledge about the requirements they need in order to execute change processes successfully. Conclusion. Change management serves as a process of strategic management that necessitates the appropriate transformation of strategies with a view of improving the functionality of organizations toward the accomplishment of set goals and objectives. Organizations require appropriate techniques and ways of conducting their operations as a first step toward gaining a competitive advantage in contemporary markets. There's an increasing need for strategic management techniques that are more dynamic and interactive to improve the process of seeking information and finding new solutions for business problems. The ability of an organization to adopt an apt strategic management process determines its capacity to manage change effectively. Internationally, technology and processes that are intensely dynamic have saturated business environments. Organizations also have to develop appropriate approaches to change management. Misalignment of change management practices with strategic goals and overall organizational goals implies possible conflicts that may trigger the resistance to change. Nonetheless, there is a constant need for contemporary organizations to maintain mutually responsive relationships between strategic management and change management by establishing all-inclusive formulation, implementation, and evaluation strategies.